I'm just going to make a real short shout out video, and I do think that me and my son, Benjamin, figured out this tablet. Let me make sure I have this on record. Is it recording? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Sorry about that. And don't mind my hair. I just got up from a nap. I had a very long day at work. Me and Tony both went in today. The idea was to get the order done and, so I could get home early. I didn't, I went in, he went in at 5. I got there at 6, and I didn't get home until after 5 o'clock. Because we got to talking, me and my Uncle Tony at work. But, that's another story for another day. But, so I told you yesterday I had, and was it yesterday, the day before, so many things I want to share. But I just, I got off work late. I took a nap when I got home. And now that it's so late, I slept a little longer than I wanted. I'm going to probably go ahead and call it a night just so I can get up early and work on my videos. But, I have, and try to recall these things that I really want to put out. But tonight, instead of getting up, from my nap, looking into the things I was talking about yesterday, I have found something very interesting. I started doing my, my studies like I do in the Greek, and I decided to, come to the part about learn the parable of the fig tree. So I decided, well, let's see how this fig tree is. What is it about the fig tree? And I've learned some very interesting things from the fig tree. And so that might be the first video I put tomorrow. I just have really got to start, you just can't put it all out. You can only just, try to choose what's the most important to, and you can't keep up with everybody. You just cannot. I mean, there's so much I need to put out. I do want to be working on my new. I do got to take care of some stuff in the house this weekend because I want to make a work spot, not my kitchen table. I got an empty room here, a living room no one uses, a whole spare bedroom that's for, supposed to be my office, and here I am at the kitchen table. I need to, make a spot where I can have, little sanctuary, if you will, and I have some videos to work on, but just so much. And just the more you learn how the Spirit, how the Word works, like I said, it's all in there. And when you hear one speak, or as you read, it comes back up. You bring it back to remembrance. And like sometimes, sometimes I just have so much, and then I hope I'm on there. Or really, I shouldn't be. I'm such a mess, but you just get so many thoughts in those moments that you're having it all come together. And then it's so much, and then sometimes you're just sitting there and you're just like, duh, what's going? Yeah, it's just because it's in there and it has to be brought forth, and you get triggers. There's triggers. Words trigger the understanding. It is just. And I'm starting to see, that goes along with worry not what you will say, where the words will be given to you in that self-same hour, and, all the, all the scripture of truth is proving to be true. And we know that. We who hear these things, it is just amazing, amazing stuff. And, it's so, some things like you won't, there's things that when it's concerning something you don't, we have abundance of understanding, given now. And it's those things I say I don't fully understand yet, things to come, but when it all unfolds through epiphany and revelation, those triggers that trigger that, all that has been given, to myself and my brethren, a few out there that I can only bear witness of what happens with me and what we share with one another. The confirmations, but all has been through epiphany, revelation, and a word unlocking. Scripture unlocks scripture. Word unlocks the word. So even those things that we don't understand yet, even that I don't understand yet, when that word is spoken, as soon as I hear the right word spoken, it will trigger. And that's, and it was little by little we was made able for this work to happen. And the more we, it just grew and grew and made you more and more able. So it's like, just because it hasn't been brought to my mind yet, the forefront of my mind, it's only waiting for the trigger. It's only waiting to come alive through the word. Amazing stuff, and so many have not known the power, and that just but so I just have so much work to do. Work, if you will. I don't know what to call it. Laboring in the vineyard, as Brother Shadrach. Laboring in the vineyard of our Father. It is amazing work. It is amazing, and it is a blessing to partake and to be made accepted in the beloved, to partake together. It is a great blessing, and and it's going to be hard. I hope that, I can get my new channel and I can start, I think what would be best, because it would be hard to get one-on-one, maybe here and there we can start one-on-one for certain things. If someone has, wants to speak of something, or, needs clarity to maybe some words spoken one-on-one would be good. But then maybe if we can start, getting together, those, maybe having discussions with one another. I mean, in groups, and, so then we can at least, speak among one another, because we can't keep up. We all have our work to do, and it would be hard for us to keep up, even weekly, with each other, and, on one-on-one, and, because I feel like, I feel like, I know some brethren had been lifted up, and I want to share with you, but there's so much more that's always coming, and and I feel like they feel like I have, don't think that I have not taken the time to come and have the one-on-ones we wanted to, or the conference, because that's, I wish. It's just so much. So we will find a way to where we can all have this time. It is just amazing. And I know it's just now, we're only now made able to see just how amazing the work is. We only saw little by, so you're seeing more and more into that, the brightness and fullness of the day, but there's much, all these little words. I'm on Wikipedia reading of the fig tree, and think we have much to learn from the fig tree. Huh. Or no wonder why that's how it was, you know. So much to learn from the fig tree. That's all I'll say. I'm going to get my thoughts together, but, you know, and also the ones I just wanted to do for the last 2 days, just, little by little. That's all we can do. And I do love you all. Many blessings.